Miss Valerie Stubs is a very well respected woman in the Dalton area, in the city of Dalton, and known throughout the townships. She was worked in the police department for many years. I believe that she was a sheriff, and she also worked in the prisons. And she's had a long standing feud with the embattled mayor Tiffany Henyard. I'm talking about they've been getting it on. She done went on different news stations to talk about her. She's a former trustee, so she's well known and well respected amongst the ranks of the people. Um, I believe that she may have some type of beef with Tiffany Henyard's mom, or she called out her mother, and Tiffany Henyard took umbrage with that. She also talked about her home being shot up, and one of her residents' cars was shot up 9 times. And I mean, it's just, and she's accusing Tiffany Henyard of this. She's saying that Tiffany Henyard may have had something to do with her home being shot up because she was the one calling out Tiffany Henyard. In the position that she has in Dalton amongst the people, Miss Stubbs, she has a lot of love, so she can cause a problem for Tiffany Henyard. But she went on to News Nation and spoke about Tiffany Henyard. So she's getting it out to the world. And this feud is just ongoing. But check out what she told News Nation about Tiffany Henyard administration. Check this out.
Longtime resident and former trustee, Dalton Village. She is also an outspoken critic of the mayor. Thanks very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So what is going on with this mayor? I've never heard people this angry about something like this. What's going on?
Thank you, Dan, for having me on. First of all, this tyrant of a mayor is the worst mayor in America. She's spending all of our tax dollars. She's not transparent on our finances. We're $7 million in debt. She's using the police officers to violate our First Amendment rights. She needs to go.
And you've said that something happened at your house that the mayor, you think, orchestrated?
It's a great possibility. I wouldn't put it past her. Last summer, my house was sprayed with bullets. 2 of my tenants' cars got shot up, 9 times. It was rounds in my backyard. And thank God no one was coming out to go to work, because they would have definitely got shot.
Why do you think the mayor's behind it?
She have been to my house on numerous occasions, calling me a hater of hers. She have bought a caravan to my house, ringing all my doors, bills, asking for me, and was I at home? Would I come out? And she had absolutely no business at my house.
But with the alleged situation with her home being, shot up, she hasn't run she's not hiding. She came out to the last Dalton trustee meeting, and man, listen, she's spitting hot fire. She's coming directly for the whole Tiffany Henyard's administrations. She's calling out everybody. Trustee Stan, Mr. Freeman. She's calling them all out. She's telling them that they're going to jail. She's telling them what they're going to be eating when they get there, how their stay is going to be. But she came to the last trustee meeting the other day, got the microphone, and she said this.
Fortunate that we had to go through this today, standing up there for 2.5 hours. My back started hurting, and you had other seniors that's out there. I'm a senior now. And I just want to say this, since I can't ask the question. The attorney that's stepped down, that should be a sign for all of you all, that when the attorney have stepped down and you're done, and it's a shame that you really don't think about your families. I'm sure all of you all have children, mothers, other siblings, and you're throwing bricks at the penitentiary. you are going to be, and it's unfortunate, in a 6x8 cell in North Carolina because you're going to the federal joint. And she done played all of you all that's sitting up there. And Stacy, I really like you, you know, and that's unfortunate. William Moore, I hope that you can handle jail, because jail is an awful place to be. You know, praise God, I was on the other side of the jail, but I was there for 30 years. So I suggest strongly that you all take you a tour at 26 in California and see what it's all about. But you'll be going to the federal joint on, to my understanding, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you'll get chicken. On Fridays, you'll get fish. And your people have to take a plane to come and visit you. And hopefully they keep you in their mind to put money on your books, because that's the reality. And that includes 2 of the trustees, you know, and it's a sad day that you don't think about your family, because what you do affect everybody in your house, everybody, your children, your mother. You know, one lady asked me in Menards, she asked me about Tahoe Tiffany's mother. Well, where's her mother? Can her mother say anything to her? I say, ma'am, I don't know her mother like that. I don't know.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay.
All right,
So,
call the next person. Your time
thank
is
you.
up. Next person.
I'm gonna give you $1 on the books, though, each one of you.
I know, but you better chill out about my mama. I know that.
So as you can see, she didn't hold nothing back. She went in. She talked about, you know, she asked her, like, where is your mother? Like, can anybody talk to your mother? Can we see, like, what is her opinion on this? You know, she's seeing everything. You're born and raised in Dalton. Your family's from Dalton. What is your family saying about this? But she also mentioned Chief Lacey, who she said she liked, because she probably worked with Chief Lacey, but she also said that he's going to jail too. She spoke about all those things. But with that being said, former trustee Edward Steve, he came up too, because he's been in the Dalton politics before. He was a former trustee, so he understands how the administration works. And he called Tiffany Henyard out and said this.
Everyone, former trustee Edward Steve, you know, a wise man said that when you see people fall, don't laugh, learn. We're watching the fall of this administration, and you see these people coming in and they're investigating stuff. I don't want to laugh, but I want to learn of what not to do. The most precious thing we got is the taxpayers' dollars. And when you see it getting blown and it is mismanaged and they not paying bills, trustees getting emails about not paying bills. Who's the finance chair? Stan Brown. Does he say anything? I can get my daughter to get up here and read numbers. If you didn't get elected, just read numbers, Stan. You gave Rowley hell. All y'all gave Rowley hell. And y'all held him accountable to be a good mayor. And now you don't say nothing. You quiet. You don't have a finance committee meeting. You don't let nobody know nothing. And you sit up there, your name was on the newsstand. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Stan Brown, the senior trustee. You know, he's not the senior, oldest trustee, and he's the oldest one that can give wisdom to a lot of people. He's old enough to be the mayor's father. And you don't say nothing? You quiet? It's an embarrassment to see people who fought for things before. Now you in there, now you don't say nothing. So it's hard to see the financial reality of the village. The trustees deal with it all the time, getting emails, not getting paid. They don't pay this. This is not being paid. So I just want to say that. Also, she still got Kiana's picture not up there. So all the trustees should take their pictures down until they put her picture up. And to hear what they did to Sister Fania, to see them cover that stuff up, to hear that story, and y'all don't have no heart for that. Stan, you was in Vegas. You know what happened, and you didn't say nothing. So it's disappointing to hear that. We want better in our community. Here, this is when it's going to take. Next election, we got to vote her out. Here, we can't have a bunch of people run. That's how she got in by 100 votes. And I know 82%. She got one by 120 votes, 4% of the vote. So that's how we're going to win this next time. We got to get her out. We got to unite around one person, which is Jason House. That's who we're uniting around. And we're not going to split this vote up. And that's how we take our community back. It's not going to be, you can be all this. This is well and good. But it's going to take the vote, voter registration, people vote, and unify around one person. So make sure you subscribe to our Don't Trustee YouTube page. Keep watching our interviews as we put the truth out here, because she's going to keep on lying. Everybody saying fake news. Do y'all still have financial reports? Do y'all have any financial reports of the village? Any trustees have any financial reports? Stan, do you have the finance chair? Do you have it? And if you do, you should give it over. They're still hiding the spending of what they're doing. They're still hiding, even though you go to court and say you need to turn over. She don't follow the courts. She don't follow nothing. So anytime you hide and you're spending, what are you hiding? Turn over the debt of this village. See what's going on. And that's how we're going to change this community.
So Edward Stubs, you know, because he worked in the administration before, he talked about transparency. He talked about showing the financial sheets. He called out Stan Brown. He said, Stan Brown, you once stood for something. We know that they didn't like the former mayor, Riley Reid. They said that he was corrupt. I showed old videos of him and the way that he did business, the former mayor. Stan Brown had many epic battles against Riley Reid. But for some reason, he said, Edward Stubs said, you stand quiet. You don't say anything. You know what happened in Vegas. You don't say anything. So he's been calling all of this stuff out, and it's been going basically on deaf ears. But he was just saying, like, show the people a financial report. Just have some form of transparency. If you see that the residents, this is what they're asking, why won't you show it? Stan Brown, you're in control of that. Why won't you say anything? Nothing's being said. But this next resident came to the microphone, and she said this.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor Henyard, I would like to say I respected you. I respected you. And I feel as a young Black woman, you let us all down. When you go to the grocery store and you make your purchase, what do you have? You have receipts. You have told us time and time again that you have the receipts. You have the receipts. You have the receipts. As a mother, when my child lies to me, I tell them, okay, prove it to me. Prove to me that you did not lie to me. Open your room door. Let me see that my brush is not in your room. And that's all this is really about, being transparent, being open, being honest. It has nothing to do with shaming a Black woman in power, nor shaming the super mayor, as you so infinitely call yourself, with a whole bunch of flyers and billboards. Yeah, the little heart was cute, but I really don't appreciate the way you played my son out of his money for the little dance camp that you also promised him that everyone else does not know about. You know, this whole township can be saved, but it's going to take more than us. It is going to take the Lord God himself to save this township from all of this corruption. It's going to take God, it's going to take votes, and it's going to take for us to come together as one. And maybe she's up there choking on all the lies that she has told us thus far. Okay, Thornton Township. Okay, we need to take our township back and put it in more capable hands. It's not that we are stalking the Black woman in power. It's just the wrong Black woman, a Black woman who does not know how to manage finances. How can you be in a deficit and you're constantly spending? If I don't have any money in my bank account, I'm certainly not going to overdraw my account. The account is being overdrawn, and who's footing the bill? We are. My taxes went up $10,000 for my property in Thornton Township, and I had to fight like hell to get it reduced to what it should be. My paperwork for my exemptions magically disappeared. I once worked as a nurse, and I know that from paper charting, if that paperwork does not say what the supervisor wants it to say, that paperwork is ripped up, and your supervisor's gonna tell you, now write what I told you to write. And I feel as though that is what Mayor Henyard, or super mayor, has done for the administration to rip up the receipts, which is why we don't have them.
The sad reality is Tiffany Henyard doesn't care about her parents or her children, because if she did, she wouldn't allow this to go this far, to allow herself to be publicly, internationally, nationally embarrassed like this. Have the feds there where she's on the brink of going to prison. You just, that's just something that you wouldn't do. But she only cares about herself. She's caught up in so many lies. She tried to cover up what happened to that young lady in Vegas. There's a former police chief calling her out for the way that they're spending money and the hours with the police department. She's recklessly spending money, and the board is calling her out, and they want some transparency. They want her to show receipts. She's not doing it. She's disrespected Lori Lightfoot and the people that's coming in to investigate, but the feds is there. She's lying about how when the feds came in, what they did. It's just a whole crap show. And at some point, it's all going to fall down. And I believe that Stan Brown and some of the people around her are going to eventually turn on her. They probably already have, but they've been advised not to say anything. I'm sure that they've all been interviewed, and nobody really truly knows everything that's being said in those interviews. We're hearing that she, if people didn't agree with her politically, she wouldn't give them their business licenses. I mean, it's just all kinds of unethical things that's happening here, man. But this is the Tiffany Henyard show. And at some point, all shows come to an end. And when her show is canceled, she got a one-way ticket to federal prison. I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.